Hello, everyone. This is Ye from South Korea, your Korean teacher. And we're going to learn about the time for today. Time, okay? So I'm going to share my screen, then turn up the cameras off so you can just only focus on our class notes, okay? And 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right. So if you can see this slide, and also if you can hear my voice clearly, and if you prepared our previous class note, please write down in the chat with yes, please. All right, very nice. Okay, so we can start with the time for today. Okay, so for the time, you can write down with, you can speak with 시간. 시간. All right. So for the reading and the writing for the time, we have to use the both of it, which is Sino and the native Korean. Okay. So Sino was the like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the native Korean was 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. Right? So if you don't know what's the Sino and native Korean counting version, please watch our previous video. Okay. Okay, so for the hour, the counting word is gonna be blah blah she. Blah blah she. For the reading for the reading of the hour, it's gonna be the native Korean, but with changing form. All right. What's the changing form? Native Korean is the 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. And changing form was 하나 becomes to 한. 둘 becomes to 둘. Something like this, right? I hope you guys are already remember it. And then how about the minutes? It's gonna be the change. I don't know. For the counting word is gonna be blah blah 분. Blah blah 분. For the reading, you have to use the Sino version, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like etc. Something like this. Okay. So this is the like basic format. So please memorize it. So if you want to talk about the time, you have to know how can we speak with the AM or PM and PM, right? For the AM, you can write down reading. You can speak with 오전. 오전. How about the PM? You can speak out with 오후. 오후. All right. So please also memorize this one. Okay. And for the, as I mentioned before, the hour, for the writing, you can speak out with you can write down with number first, and then the counting word is she. So number and counting words. But for the reading, you have to speak with the native Korean, including the changing form and the counting words, which is she. All right. So native Korean and counting word she. Okay. For the 시간, you have to use when, so you can use it when you talk about the time, but not related with the clock. Okay, so let's say, I'm just gonna give the example with this one after when we have in the practical class. Okay, so for the hour, I already mentioned with this one. So let's see, how can we read? So for the hour, we have a 1 o'clock until the 12 o'clock, right? So 1 o'clock can be we're using some native Korean. So 하나, 시, as I told you, we need to use the changing form. Then what is gonna be? 한시. 한시. Then 2 o'clock, 2시, 2시. 3 o'clock, 3시, 3시. 4 o'clock, 4시, 4시. 5 o'clock, 5시, 5시. 6 o'clock, 6시, 6시. 7 o'clock, 7시, 7시. 8 o'clock, 8시, 8시. 9 o'clock, 9시, 9시. 10 o'clock, 10시, 10시. 11 o'clock, 11시. Also you need to use the changing form. Then how we can say 11시, 11시. 12 o'clock, 12시, 12시. Okay? How about the writing? Super easy. Just like this. Number and counting words. That's all. Much more easier than reading. Okay? So that was the hour. Then how about the minutes? For the writing, it's going to be the same, but different counting words for the minutes, which is 분. So number and counting word, 분. Reading, how we can reading? Now with the native Korean, you have to use it with the Sino, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then counting word is going to be 분. So Sino, 분. And also one of the special thing is for the 30 minutes, let's say you want to say like the 6:30, but sometimes in the English, we can also speak like 6.5, right? In the South Korea also have that format. So half can be pronounced with 반, 반. All right, so let's say 6:30. 6 is the hour have to be pronounced with the native Korean. So like 6시 반, 6시 반. All right. How about the just we also just you can just writing with the 30 minutes as well. So that is can be 30분, 30분. Writing is going to be with a number. So you can use between 반 or 30분 for the 30 minutes. Okay. It's not that difficult, isn't it? Okay. So this is the example of it. 42 minutes. We already learned how to read the 42 like a double digit or like a more than double digit, like third digit, third digit, fourth digit. But for the counting version, you can check out with our previous class video with the counting. So 42 minutes, how you can say with this one? For 4 and 10th position and 2 and minutes. So it's gonna be 42분. 42분. How about the 37 minutes? 3, 10th position, 7 and minutes. So 37분. 37분. 21 minutes, how you can say 2, 10th position and 1. So it's gonna be 21분. 21분. All right, it's not that difficult. Okay, so until here, so if you guys have any questions, please write it down in the chat, or if you don't have it, and please write down with the good in the chatting room, please. We just learned about how to read and write with the hour and the minutes. So far, so good, everyone. If you guys have any question, you can write down in the chat. Or if you're good at it, you can just write down with good in the chat, please. Are you guys there? Hope you guys are there though. All right, Jessica said good. All right, thank you so much. Okay, Then let's go to the another one. There we go. Tips. Other word for the time. Okay. So if you know, so if you memorize this one, it's going to be really useful to your writing and the reading for the time, because this is going to be, this is the one of the common things that you're going to use for the time with Korean. Okay. So before, for the before, how you can say 전. 전. All right. Then how about after? You can say 후. 후. So when you come to South Korea is like heaven of the plastic surgery, right? So in the poster of the plastic surgery, they always put some like before and after pictures, right? So in that pictures, you can see those words, which is 전 and 후. Okay, so that is the like one of the example for the before and after. Okay, then how about the other words, everyone? Now, how you can say 지금, 지금. Today, you can say 오늘, 오늘. Yesterday, how you can say 어제, 어제. Tomorrow, you can say 내일, 내일. The day after, the day before yesterday, you can say 그제, 그제. The day after tomorrow, how you can say 모레, 모레. Okay, so you just need to memorize this one. You already have a note, right? So, okay, so that is gonna be our main words and main sentence and main progress that you have to practice. Okay, so for now, I'm gonna give you some practical time. But until here, you guys have any questions? If you guys doesn't have any questions, please write down in the chat with good, please. Okay. All right. Jessica, thank you. Good. Rose, good, 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 good. All right. Then let's go to practical class. So let's say, if you want to say 2 p.m., 2 p.m., how you can speak with 2 p.m. in Korean. The format is going to be like this. AM or PM first, and then hour and minutes. This is the format how you can writing that. Okay. So AM or PM, you already learned, right? AM was 오전, PM was 오후. And hour with the number first, and then the counting words for the hour. And the number first, the Sino version, and then minute counting version for minutes. That's all. But for now, the 2 p.m. doesn't have any minutes. So you can just write down with AM or PM plus like number, the number with the native Korean changing form, and then counting word for the hour. All right, then how you can say 2 p.m. You can write down in the chat. I'm gonna give you the 10 seconds. Let's go. 오후 2시. All right, perfect. Jessica, impressive. So like this, PM is 오후. And native Korean changing form 2시 is a 2시, like this. 오후 2시. 오후 2시. How about the writing? Just use the number. That's all. Super duper easy, right? All right, impressive. Okay, let's go to the next one. How you can say current time. So now it's the 4:15 a.m. in the Malaysia right now. How you can say 4:15? 4:15. So you have to use the AM or PM first, and then hour, and then minutes. How you can say 4:15 a.m. with the writing and reading. I'll give it 10 seconds. Let's go. It's okay, everyone. Even you're wrong, you can just try your best. 오전 4시 15분. Oh my goodness, impressive. Yes, correct. AM is 오전. And 4 a.m. is what? 4시. 4시. And then, senior version 15분. Oh, very nice, Jessica. 오전 4시 15분. All right, then how you can writing down with this one? 오전. Super, much more easy. 오전 4시 15분. Just like this, everyone. Okay, wow, impressive. Okay, then this one, how you can say 4 hours later. 4 hours later. No, 3 hours later. 3 hours later, because after the 3 hours later, I need to work. Crazy. So how we can say 3 hours later? We already learned about the after, right? So for the counting some hour, we can using with 시간. 시간. All right. Then how you can say with this one? 3 hours later. When you're watching the SpongeBob, sometimes this is also comes out a lot, right? This kind of comment. 3 hours later. Sometimes this. Okay, so how you can say 3 hours later? It's okay, you can just try. 3 have to be pronounced as native Korean changing form. And then hours, you can say with the 시간. And then after, it's okay. So, later and after have to be go after the hours. So almost correct, Jessica. 후 3시간, but who have to be go to the back side. Then it's gonna be what? 3시간 후. 3시간 후. All right, writing is gonna be just to use the number 3시간 후. This is how you can write with the 3 hours later, 3 hours after. Okay. So how about another one? I'm gonna try to act everybody. So if you meet with the friends, okay. Hey, where are you? Right now I'm home. What? You're supposed to meet me at 4 p.m. But yes, I've been there, but I just came early. So when did you go to your house? I returned to my house at 40 minutes before. 40 minutes before. How you can say 40 minutes before? 40 minutes, kind of easy. Sino version and counting words with a minute and before. How you can say with this one? So pretty easy. Can you try? 40 minutes before. 40 is gonna be have to pronounce with Sino version. 14분 전. 14분 전 is 14 minutes, not a 40 minutes. So if you want to write that with the Sino version, you have to speak one with the 4 first. 4 and then which position is it? 10th positions. So it's gonna be 40분 전. Okay, so if you're confusing it, you can watching our previous video with the counting. Okay, so 40분 전. But thank you so much for the trying, Jessica. All right, 40분 전. Just like this. 40분 전. This is the writing. Okay. So 40분 전 is going to be the answer. Okay. So let's take some another example. Okay. Hello, Jessica. I want to meet you at tomorrow. Do you have any time at tomorrow? Then you can answer, say, well, yes, I have a time at tomorrow. Let's meet at tomorrow 5 p.m. Tomorrow 5 p.m. How you can say with the tomorrow 5 p.m. everyone? Tomorrow was what? I'll give you the hint. Tomorrow was 내일. So 내일 and p.m. and then hour and the counting words. How you can say tomorrow 5 p.m. How can you say tomorrow 5 p.m.? 내일. Which one is it? Hour have to pronounce with the native Korean. 내일 오후 5시. Perfect. 내일 오후 5시. Really nice, everyone. 내일 오후 5시. This is how you can writing down. All right, impressive. I know this is how you can reading, and this is gonna be how you can writing down. 내일 오후 5시. Oh, okay, sorry guys. With the number like this. Okay. All right, then it's gonna be the last questions. Last questions. Okay, when did you go to sleep yesterday? Last night? Well, I just been to, I fall asleep at yesterday, 3:30 a.m. How you can say yesterday, 3:30 a.m. I told you in the for the counting with the 30 minutes, there's the two different type of it, which is half or 30 minutes. Okay, so yesterday is, what is the yesterday? There we go. 어제, right? So then 어제, and then AM is gonna be 오전, and hour is 3, so it's gonna be 3시, changing form, 3시, and we have two different things. Is if you want to speak with the half, you can use it with 반. So 어제 오전 3시 반. All right, or you can say 어제 오전 3시 30분. Okay. 어제 오전 3시 30분. All right. For the writing, it's easy. 어제 오전 3시 30분 or 어제 오전 3시 반. This is how you can writing. All right? It's not that difficult, guys, but you just need to memorize a lot. Okay? So until here, do you guys have any questions? So, how was it, guys? Is it difficult? All good? All right. So actually, the things that I just teach you about the time just now, just need to practice. Yes, correct. Okay. So I hope you guys can write down and speak out in your place, because before like your English, I don't know, your Korean skill is gonna be improved when you speak out. Okay, so even you're wrong, you have to practice with the speaking. Okay, so if don't be afraid to wrong. Okay, because I always gonna be help you for the corrections. So if you guys have any questions, you can also write down in our general help. So hope you guys can keep practice and practice. Okay, so at the next time, I hope you guys can master with the how to calculate and how to reading and how to write with our Korean time. Okay, then I think that's all, everybody. Thank you for the coming for today, and see you at our next Korean class. Okay, bye bye, guys.